what they call malaria, they at the English right now. Malaria na bad sickness, the way they give me every day now in society. But we all don't know.
Malaria is endemic in Sierra Leone with stable and perennial transmission throughout the country. The entire population is at risk of the disease. Malaria remains the most common cause of illness and death in the country. It is estimated that about 2.2 million outpatients visits are caused by malaria every year, of which 1 million people are under 5 years old. Pregnant women and children under 5 years old make up to 4.4% and 17.7% of the total population respectively, and are the most vulnerable groups.
Malaria is a silent killer, and in Sierra Leone, it's one of the top causes of death. In the Wharf communities, the largest slum settlements in Freetown, Sierra Leone's capital, the stream running through these communities has filled up with garbage and become a giant sewage pit.
You go there, they ask. You try to tell anybody, all they ask.
Not only does the stagnant water carry out waterborne disease, but it has also become a breeding ground for deadly mosquitoes carrying malaria. Port Wharf, Crabtown, Thompson Bay, Funkia Wharf, Old Wharf, Colbert and Susan's Bay are slum communities. 41% of residents are under the age of 24. Almost half of the population will be the future of the community.
Going to these communities, I realized that most of the members in these communities are youths. They are the future of our country, Sierra Leone. But with malaria in the way, it is rather challenging. Government and NGOs should do more to ensure that they empower these youths in the fight against malaria.
Of course, bed nets are only part of the answer. They can reduce malaria but not eliminate it, especially in a poverty-stricken country like Sierra Leone, which cannot afford the vast sums needed to tackle the real sources of the disease, such as dirty water. Beyond prevention, more efficient diagnosis and more effective anti-malaria drugs, as well as enhanced access to treatments, are starting to make a difference.
Going to this community, I realized that people with access to malaria treatment have proven it effective. I think the government and NGOs should do more in distributing malaria drugs.
In Sierra Leone, 18% of children die before their 5th birthday, the highest rate of under 5 deaths in the world.
According to research, most parents are unable to see their children at the age of 6 birthday.
Marking the World Malaria Day on the 24th of April, WHO called for accelerated scale-up of efforts to prevent malaria and save lives, as malaria remains one of the most serious public health threats in sub-Sahara Africa in Sierra Leone.
I have a personal story about malaria. Growing up, I was falling ill with malaria almost every year with my customer. Malaria had Microfinance. I remember once I was on the streets at Squirrel. I couldn't stand up. The malaria hit my bones so bad. My bones ached. Every little knock and crack of me could not move. and they live on the street. And you put in a family for sit down, and they live on the street. My God put down right for me. One woman like came meet me. He said, "What do you do?" I said, "I think I will just go college." I said, "I'm not well." Now he took me, the people put me inside, I don't know. But because malaria now will contaminate, you take care of it for any other thing.
Malaria they kill. Malaria danger. Malaria they kill.
Pregnancy reduces a mother's immunity, making her more susceptible to malaria, which increases the risk of miscarriage, stillbirth, and low birth weight. By preventing malaria, bed nets are saving lives. Insecticide-treated bed nets are the most cost-effective way to prevent the transmission of malaria through mosquito bites.
The female Anopheles mosquito infected with the Plasmodium virus. It can be quite dangerous when in contact with the human body.
In 2015, malaria killed over 400,000 people worldwide, with more than 200 million new cases. Sierra Leone has one of the highest burdens of malaria in the world. Its entire population is at risk of the disease, which remains one of the country's leading causes of death and illness.